100 years, two programs, one desert battlefield. The Territorial Cup meets Big 12 football under the lights in Tempe. And both Arizona and Arizona State walk in 8-3 with bowl positioning on the line. Noah Fifita's precision passing versus Raleek Brown's Big 12 leading burst. Arizona's lockdown secondary against ASU's relentless front seven. And after last year's 49-7 embarrassment, the Wildcats want revenge. Buckle up, everyone. It's rivalry week that defines a state. I'm Nathan Johnston. It's time to break the huddle. Boy, do we have a big one in Tempe, Arizona this Friday night on Fox, 9 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff in Mountain America Stadium, Tempe, Arizona, the site for this one. Arizona currently favored in this one by 1.5 points on the road against a very tough Arizona State Sun Devils team. Now, you may be asking, why does this one matter? Well, here's a few points for you guys. Number one, this is 100th edition of the Territorial Cup, one of college football's oldest rivalries. Both teams enter this game 8-3, and the winner locks themselves into a premium bowl slot. So that's big. That's big. The winner of this game, if I'm not mistaken, probably goes to the the winner of this game probably goes to the Alma Bowl. And that's a big bowl game for the Big 12 to represent in. Arizona is riding in a 4-game win streak, averaging 35 points per game over the last 5. And Arizona State, with defense, winning with defense, plus a very, very good running game, coming off a 42-17 win at Colorado. And the opening question to you guys as fans: emotion always overrides analytics in rivalry games. We know that. But when both teams are playing their best football in November, what's the biggest X factor that carries over into a game like this? To me, it's coaching. Who is the better coach? Who's going to get their team riled up? Yeah, you're not in the playoff, but dang it, you still got a big bowl game to play for. Who's going to step up? To me, that guy is none other than Arizona State head coach Kenny Dillingham. He's a motivator, and he's ready to get this team fired up. Sam Leavitt transferring, more than likely. I don't know where he's going to go. We'll find out in the transfer portal episode, but that's a huge loss for this Arizona State team. Jeff Sims steps in, former quarterback for Georgia Tech. He's bounced around college football a lot. He hasn't been the best, but let's talk about Arizona State for a minute. Offensively, 417 yards per game, ranked 40th. Built around Raleek Brown. Over 1,000 yards rushing, guys. 1,000 yards rushing. It's hard to get 1,000-yard back in college football these days. Passing, Sam Leavitt, 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But Jeff Sims has been seeing time. Again, Sam Leavitt is not playing in this one. He's just not. But how well will Jeff Sims hold up in this rivalry game? And their top weapon, Jordyn Tyson, who's been banged up all year long, 689 yards, 8 touchdowns. Their leading receiver. Red zone weakness for Arizona helps ASU. ASU ranks 24th in red zone defense at 77%. That's impressive. I would have never imagined that. Arizona State also 33.7% on third down. Awful, major concern versus Arizona's 36th ranked third down defense. That's big. That's big, guys. That's huge. And then defensively for the Sun Devils, they're allowing 339 yards per game, 5th best in the Big 12. So that's not the best. Their run defense gives up 119 yards per game, ranked 28th. A real test for Mahdi in that Arizona run game. Elliott, 82 tackles on the year, 5 sacks, 13 tackles for loss. He's a difference maker, guys. He is a massive key contributor to Arizona State's defense. And then ASU's pressure has been the difference maker all year. That's the reason they got to 8-3. 27 sacks on the season. That's crazy. Crazy. Question to you guys is, Keyshaun Elliott has been everywhere. How disruptive does he need to be to make Noah Fifita uncomfortable? Well, he's got to keep him in the pocket, because I hate to break it to you guys, if he gets out of the pocket, he's going to make some plays. Noah Fifita reminds me of a younger Kyler Murray before Kyler Murray started investing more into his gaming career more than his football career. He reminds me of a very undersized quarterback, but has a lot of athleticism and has a cannon of an arm that goes very, very under the radar. Let's talk about that Arizona offense. 407 yards per game, balanced, efficient, dangerous late in games. I've seen this team come back. I've seen BYU come back and beat them late in double overtime. There was a game back in, I think, early October, maybe late September. BYU was down. They come back. They beat Arizona in double overtime. Brad picked Arizona. I picked BYU. And BYU happened to just be the better team. But this team is capable of winning football games. They're obviously an 8-win team for a reason. Noah Fifita is the reason for that. 2,600 yards passing, 25 touchdowns. And guys, just 5 interceptions. When we look at some of these other quarterbacks around the nation, like Marcel Reed, like the Blake Horvath's kind of a bad example, but like the Marcel Reeds, they put up a lot of touchdowns and a lot of passing yards. They struggle in interceptions. Kris Hutson, rushing attack, 645 yards on the ground, 4 touchdowns. I'm sorry. Wide receiver, Kris Hutson, 645 yards, 4 touchdowns, coming off of 133 versus Baylor. Guys, Tat McMillan was a massive contributor to this Arizona offense just a year ago. He's obviously doing his thing in the NFL, and I think it just goes to show you, when you lose weapons like that, it's hard to recover. But Hutson's done a great job. He can't fill the shoes. He can only be himself. Mahdi and Riscano have been dynamic. Slippery backfield for this Arizona Wildcats offense. And guys, Arizona's scored 35 plus points in their last 4 games. So, are they hitting at the right time? I think they might. Defense is elite, only giving up 309 yards per game defensively, ranked 21st in the nation. And their pass defense is elite as well, ranked first in Big 12 with 16 interceptions, guys. 16. And when you look at an Arizona State offense that is without Sam Levitt, Jordyn Tyson's banged up, no Scattaboo from last year, this is a recipe for a disaster, because the Wildcats' passing defense is elite too, only giving up 159 passing yards per game, 7th in FBS. Jeff Sims is not the best passer in college football, not even close. This could play a major, major key into this game. Adjustments versus Baylor allowed 0 points and 40 passing yards in the second half. That is insane. Their weakness, though, red zone efficiency. They give up touchdowns 81% of the time, ranked 90th in the nation. But if they can keep them out of the red zone, chances are they got a pretty good shot. Arizona leads the Big 12 in interceptions. How dangerous is this matchup for Arizona State's quarterbacks who have been turnover prone under pressure? Simply put, it's massive. It's detrimental to this Arizona State offense. And if you're Kenny Dillingham, you're praying to God that you can put up 250 yards rushing. Because if you can't, you're cooked. You're screwed. And this rushing defense is just as good. So if I'm Kenny Dillingham, like I said, I'm just praying to God that my defense steps up and I can control the clock with running game. Matchups that will decide this game. Time of possession. Arizona State, 33 minutes per game, ranked 8th. Arizona's lackluster 29 minutes per game, ranked 68th. If ASU can control the tempo, they keep Fifita off the field. That's a no-brainer. That's nothing new to you guys, but it's true. If they keep Noah Fifita off the field, they can win this game. If they can't, and Jeff Sims is forced to throw, they're cooked. I just simply put, I just don't see it happening. Turnover margin, Arizona plus 12, ranked 5th nationally. Arizona State ranked 59th, plus 1. And rivalry games, turnovers flip momentum instantly. I agree 1,000%. And even though this game's on the road in Tempe, I expect a lot of fans from Tucson to show up in that blue and red. Red zone, Arizona struggles, 81%, ranked 90th. ASU elite, 77%. ASU, I'm going to rephrase that because that's just worded wrong. Arizona is 81% in the red zone. ASU is 77. ASU can force field goals. Okay, let's talk about the defenses. Okay, let me rephrase that again. Rewind. Red zone defense for both of these teams. Arizona struggles, giving up 81% scores, 90th in the country. Arizona State is, I wouldn't say elite, but they're much better. 77%, ranked 24th in the nation. If Arizona State can force field goals, that's huge at home. Huge. Arizona's pass defense versus Arizona State's receivers. Strength on strength chess match. Arizona State's got a very good secondary, and I don't know if Jeff Sims is going to be able to throw it in tight fit rope throws to Jordyn Tyson. He's going to have to throw it up there in prayer that Jordyn Tyson can come down with the ball with the 50-50. Raleek Brown versus Arizona's improving run defense. Guys, I can't say it enough. There is no Scattaboo. There is. There isn't. It's over. Can they get run going versus Arizona State's improved run defense? Wildcat front lockdown Baylor plus Colorado after halftime the past 2 weeks. That's tough. So, going into this game, both teams playing for their best ball. Arizona has the better quarterback and secondary. ASU, better run game and front seven. Home field in Tempe always matters in the Territorial Cup. Who comes out on top in this one? Well, yours truly is taking Arizona 30-27. It's going to be a tight game. But I think Arizona's pressure plus ball control plus their ability to use Noah Fifita to get out in space and run, it's just a nightmare matchup for this Arizona State defense. Give credit to Arizona State for getting this far with all the injuries they've had, but Arizona, to me, plays better on the road. They've held their own against Baylor and Colorado, who are not the best teams of the Big 12. But give me Arizona State. Give me Arizona in a late one to beat the Arizona State Sun Devils. Fans, it's the 100th Territorial Cup. Drop your score predictions down below. Who takes bragging rights? Excuse me, let me start over. Who takes bragging rights in the desert? And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Help us to reach 1,000 subs. Really appreciate all the support thus far. We're almost there. We'll see you next week. It's time to break the huddle.